Hey, what is up guys? So we're going to be doing a reverse banlist replay duel, and it's really fun. I've been doing it on the live stream. I want to explain the rules before I actually show you guys the video so that way you guys can actually understand it a little better. So first off, it's a reverse banlist, which means that you can only use essentially what's opposite on the ban list. So that means MST is banned, Dust Tornado is banned. There are a lot of things that are banned because if it's at 3, it is now banned. Again, it's completely reversed. So basically, every card that you play has to be on this ban list. So if it is banned, that means you can run 3 of it. And if you can play 3 of it, it means that it's banned. Completely reversed. So a card that is in the ban section would be at 3. If something is limited, which means you can only play 1 copy of, you can now play 2 copies of. And if you can play 2 copies of it, you can now only play 1 copy, and then obviously with these, we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, that's how the ban list works. Well, essentially everything that is no longer on the list, this is now banned, which is actually kind of funny. But essentially, it makes you use some of the more broken cards. But what's funny is a lot of these more broken cards, they involve interaction with cards that are actually legal. So there is one rule to this, though, that I have actually made as a change. You cannot play the head of Exodia. You can play multiple copies of the left arm, multiple copies of the right arm, and what's funny is these are the only targets for the rescue rabbit. So you would have to rabbit into like double left arms or double right arms or double left legs, but you can't play the head. The reason why we can't play the head is because cards like Graceful Charity and all these other crazy cards would just let Exodia be the best deck, and we didn't want any of that, so it's a lot more fun. And some of you guys might be thinking everything is OTK based. It's actually kind of not. We actually haven't had an FTK to my knowledge at the moment, but I mean there are certain times where you can make a field that's just too strong. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you the replay with you guys, and you guys can check it out because like I said, it's a lot of fun. So anyways, I'm over in the bottom here. This was actually a really good replay. I love it because it shows you guys how good Stratos is. But anyways, there's a card called Fiber Drawer, which is really nasty, but like Imperial Order, that shuts down Pot of Greed. Very nasty thing, so I can't play anything. But you will see later on that with all these broken cards, you know, you need really strong monsters, like, for example, Sangan, as well as Cyberjar, the Fiber Draw. Those help out a lot. There's, you see, 6 cents. There's a lot of crazy cards in this game. But anyways, I get Sangan's effect, so we're get one of the most boss monsters in the game, which is Magical Scientist in this format. You can see that he's starting, well, he set Vandy's, and he activates Vandy's right there, so it's like, oh dang. I attack into the Fiber Draw. Fiber Draw basically resets the duel, but it lets him basically go first, because we reset everything, but I drew into 1-for-1, so this is the boss play in this format, which is summoning Solda. Solda is very good. It stops a lot of special summons, obviously. But he had Change of Heart, very good card. But you can see, like, he has all of these crazy draw power cards, but he's still not really able to do anything. And then I activate 6 cents, and the dice rolled on 3, so that kind of sucks for me. But I still have a Sola, which again is one of the stronger cards. Forceful Sentry, so I get to get rid of his Stratos, and then I reborn my Witch of the Black Forest, I believe here, so I can just kind of get in some damage in as well. But if it's a Fiber Jar, and it was a Cyber Jar, but this card still protects itself from being destroyed, and it has the ability to stop special summons. So I think this card's really good, but he ends up getting a Fiber Jar, and I'm just like, oh crap, dude, I can't do anything with the Fiber Jar. But anyways, I didn't know that you could steal cards face down with I have a Summon Thunder. Like, look at this field, it's absolutely crazy. But I didn't know with Metamorphosis you could take face downs, but you have to tribute summon 1 monster to special summon 1 fusion monster from your extract with the same level as a tributed monster. Obviously, Thousand Eyes Restrict is good. It would have got rid of the Fiber Jar, but you can see how good Fiber Jar is. Even if you get locked out with, say, something like Royal Oppression and Imperial Order, you still have access to the ability to go into you know, other crazier cards, like Magical Scientist allows you to kind of make some crazy fields. Like you saw that like small one, but the thing is, paying life points is actually really dangerous. He ends up destroying his own Change of Heart. I think he activated the wrong Stratos effect, but anyways. Maybe he was only playing like 2 copies of Stratos, but like, look at this. Like, I have Reborn. I was actually saving Reborn here. Maybe that was probably a bad idea. I didn't expect this play that he's actually going to be pulling off, which is he's going to bounce back Stratos with Birdman, and then he's going to attack me for game over here. And actually, I couldn't have Reborn anyways. Imperial Order would just been like, nah, you can't. So Imperial Order is a very strong card, as you can see, and you can see why Stratos is banned, because that Stratos Birdman, too good. Well, that's kind of funny. I like this replay the most because I lost because he had Stratos. Well, more so I lost because Imperial Order, because that means I couldn't use Pot of Greed, couldn't use Monsterborn, couldn't use Graceful Charity. But nonetheless, Imperial Order is, like I said, a very strong card. But the funniest thing is, like, Harpy's Feather Duster's at 3, and a lot of people, when we were playing, they didn't even want to play Harpy's Feather Duster because the main card you want to get rid of is Imperial Order, and you can't get rid of Imperial Order with Harpy's Feather Duster because this just negates all spells. I mean, it does stop your opponent from doing it, but obviously they're going to go Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, and then they're going to set the card, and then that's where it becomes a problem. But I kind of like this card. Originally, I thought maybe we should also ban this card in addition to the Head of Exodia because it makes the game, like, it lacks player interaction. But the thing that I like with this, it keeps the game in check because otherwise we would have these crazy amounts of draw power that you can just have, like, you can run a deck that doesn't have that many monsters, but it forces people to play cards like Fiber Jar and Cyber Jar and other cards because it has to be able to not be a spell card, because the most powerful cards in this game, most of the banned cards in this game are pretty much spell cards. But what's cool with this is it forces you to, like I said, play other cards so you can kind of deal with things. And the funniest thing is that, like, no one pulled off a Yada Lock. Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be broken with Yada Lock. It actually doesn't happen that often anymore. No one pulled it off at all. A lot of people tried, a lot of people played Yada, but it just didn't happen. But anyways, yeah, I thought it was really fun. So I'm probably going to do these frequently. So if you want to build a deck that is on the reverse ban list, you can do so, and then when I live stream, you'll be ready to go, because a lot of people, I gave you guys a lot of time, obviously, during the live stream, because I had to build my deck, too. But yeah, like I said, have some fun with it. Maybe you can duel your friends with it. It's a lot of fun to kind of see some of the cards that you would never normally be able to play, and on top of that, you're playing in a completely different format where you can't use certain cards. Like, this Commander's here, right? Stratos is at 3, but D-Draw is banned because D-Draw is at 3, so I like it. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this. Oh, I also said you can use everything in the extra deck. So you can use Bryo, you can use everything, and anything that you want to play. Like, obviously the Brachiosaurus wasn't banned, but I just said for the extra decks, anything goes. You can play anything in the extra deck. No one pulled off a Thousand Eyes Restrict. Thousand Eyes Restrict would be a really good card to Metamorphosis, like the Magical Scientist with, after you already get its effect multiple times. So a lot of cool cards, and it lets players that were newer that joined the game maybe later on, they never got to play with Delinquent Duel, Confiscate, like all these really, really crazy cards. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Azneyes signing out.